Okay, also have to bring it, we're gonna finish, I have another review sheet downstairs. Okay, 5. Okay, so I'll give you a minute or two, those who are not here, you'll have a chance to do it. And try to focus on 5 and 6, because that's what we're up to. We're gonna get another review sheet in a while.
No, right, I also put no. Because he's the same. Also no, when he leaves, I guess yes. Yeah. I don't know the things, your face, but. Wait, you have no confidence, but I don't, yeah. Yeah, if you recite of your face. So it's for burning your focus. So what's this? This is mosaic. Ah, so I guess it's even stronger, no? I mean, I don't know. No, Mazonis is the same. Oh, no, I think. Okay, let's do this. It's not even. Let me, okay, let's do the pencil. One. That's not how I feel. What? Pencil? What about you? That's so right. What's the difference? Do you have that? No, I don't. Oh, wait, that's the different mood.
Okay, 5.
Oh, so then.
Right, question 5. 5, if 1, 8, ready? If 1, 8, yeah, 8, was that, you have the sheet from yesterday? You don't have one? This is my last one, so you need to make more copies. Actually,
You want me to make more copies?
can you make more copies?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you. If 1, 8, Mrs. 5, you ready for 5? 1, 8, Mazonis. There's anything that's Mazonis. Anything that the brach is Mazonis. Or the fruits from 5 from the Eretz Yisrael, which is dates, figs, grapes, pomegranates, olives, and wine, or grape juice, same thing. Wine, grape juice, same thing. Enough to say an afterbrach. And then you left a different room in the same building. Do you say a new bracha?
No.
So let's say there's no tension, right? You didn't have a tension about another room. Do you say a new bracha in the next room?
Yeah.
You do say, but you don't say. So by Hamaitzi, do you say another bracha in the next room? No. This is the same. This is questionable if it's in the category of Hamaitzi or Ber Nefashis, right? What we're mentioning in this question, there's an argument if it's in the category of Hamaitzi or Ber Nefashis. It means it's questionable if you have to say a new bracha. So you don't say a new bracha because it's questionable. But you're not saying a bracha because it's questionable. Not because for sure you don't have to. Because maybe it's like a mitzi you don't say a new bracha. Whenever you're in doubt of saying a bracha, you don't say a bracha. Get it? Mm-hmm. Whenever there's a doubt if you say a bracha, you don't say a bracha. Because now you're saying Hashem's name in vain. So this is questionable. It's the category of a mitzi or ber nefashos. But a mitzi, you don't say the bracha, right? Ber nefashos, you do, unless there was intention in the same building, right? Okay. So let's talk about there's no intention to make it simple. So this is questionable which category it's in. So maybe it's like a mitzi. A mitzi, you don't say the bracha. So you will not say new bracha because it's questionable. You don't know if you say new bracha or not. So in simple words, I have a piece of cake in this room, out of ice. Then I decide, then I go to a different room. Now, it's not a discussion. I mean, is that the right thing to do, to leave and make a question? That's not okay. That's not an ideal situation. To leave, go somewhere else, and now it's questionable. Don't like the person did it. He had a piece of cake in. Then after he had a piece of cake, he decided, there's no intention. Then he decided he's going downstairs. He didn't finish eating it. He wants more cake. He's saying bracha, questionable. Now, here's what's important. Then when we're discussing over here, he ate something, and then he went somewhere else. We're not talking about that when you ate the food, you decided, I'm just having this piece. I just want one piece and that's it. Or if you ate and you decided, I'm done. In other words, if you eat a piece of cake, that's it. It's good. I don't want more cake. It's too much. I don't want to eat too much cake, sugar, whatever there is yet. I'm done. You decided that you're done. And then you go somewhere else. For sure you say new bracha because you finished eating. You decide you don't eat anymore. Now, in the same place, that's a different discussion. We'll see if we get to it. Okay, so the whole discussion over here, going to the place is that you're not done. Because if you're done eating and you go to a different place, then for sure cuts up the bracha. If you're done eating in the same place, that's a discussion. So all we're discussing here, you're not done eating. The whole conversation is that you went somewhere else. That's discussion. Yeah.
Also, but I really think like yours back. Basically, I don't
What?
know exactly what to do, but I think it's quite important to know what to say after in case like the place or something, and why do you not know? Why is it questionable?
Why is it questionable?
Yeah, surely this that's like important. But all these tiny little
why is it questionable whether is everyone found this we're discussing? It's questionable. All the foods I mentioned in question 5 is questionable. Is it like bread? Is it like a mitzi? Or is it like foods that after brachas bread and fushes? What do you mean it's questionable? So we have to go in the background. When you finish eating bread, you're supposed to bench in the place where you ate. When you finish eating bread and fushes, foods that bread and fushes, you don't have to bench the place you ate. I can finish my drink and as I'm walking out, the same after bracha. Then, when it comes to all the foods mentioned in question 5, there's an argument, which category does it go into? Does it go to the category of a mitzi, you have to bench the place where you ate? Or can you bench somewhere else? Because of that, this results in all the other halachas that change in regards to when you go to a different room, you say new bracha or not.
But isn't that until everything down? I came up with my mind.
What do you mean? There's always arguments in Shulchan about certain topics or what. There's always arguments. It's not a new thing that we have arguments in halacha. What do we do?
But everything else is like
Right. Well, when it comes to this, then we know what to do. Bottom line, we know what to do, because when there's a doubt of whenever you're in doubt of saying a bracha, you just don't say a bracha. So you eat without saying a bracha. Now, is it ideal to eat when it's questionable if you say bracha or not? And halacha says if it's questionable if you say bracha, so you just eat without a bracha. You're allowed to because it's questionable. I'm going to tell you not to eat, right?
Yeah.
But you have to also keep in mind.
What's wrong with saying a bracha? Say if it was not that situation.
Because if you're not obligated to say a bracha, you're saying a bracha in vain. You're not to say a bracha in vain. What? Okay, so that's a topic for itself. So you're not allowed to say Hashem's name in vain in a bracha. Yeah, that's a discussion for itself. It's not for now. Okay. Okay, so that's question 5. So whatever I said for 5 is the same. A and B is the same. The same thing. A and B is exactly the same. It's the same answer for A and B. That is questionable. C. What if when he returns, there's still some people left by the table? Huh? Leave, you come back, there's still people by the table, do you say nu bracha or not?
No.
Huh? No. Because you're coming back to your place, you connect back to where you are, because people are there, so you sort of like connected to them because you're eating with them. So you get back to the table, you don't say nu bracha. But in the new place, it's like we discussed before, when you come back and the people are still there, then there's no bracha. Any questions? Everything's not clear, just ask. 6, if one ate mezainis or dates, the same question like before, but the difference is that it's less than the amount required to say an after bracha. That's the whole difference. It's a different room in the house, the same building. You say a new bracha. So over here, because it's less than the amount to say an after bracha, it's the same like burn nefashos. So 6 is exactly the same like 3. Whatever you have for 3 is for 6, exactly the same. You understand why? Burn nefashos, you're not required to say an after bracha in the place where you eat. You can eat here and bench somewhere else. Obviously, make sure you don't forget to right away, but you don't have to say in the place you eat. Over here, it's the same burn nefashos because there's no after bracha. The reason why Meitzi is different because you're obligated to say a bracha in the bench place you ate, so you're connected to your place. You're still connected to your meal because technically you have to come back to your place to bench. Even though we said once you leave you could bench there because you can eat there, but by a Meitzi, if you leave your place and you ate a kazais, you must come back to bench. Is that correct? You must come back to bench. We said the other class that once you leave the place, you can eat there and bench there. That's if you're going to eat there. If you have bread there, okay. But essentially, forget about eating there. Let's say there's no bread, you're not going to eat there. The way the status right now is when you leave your place, you're obligated to come back to your place, the bench. You have to bench the place you ate. So you're still connected to your meal. Because you're connected to your meal, that's why your meal is not over. That's why wherever you go, you don't have to say a new bracha. That's the reason behind it. You get it? Because you have to bench, because I'm lazy, you have to bench in the place where you ate. You had a kazais. So wherever you go, you left, you must come back because you have to bench the place you ate. So you connect to your meal. So if you continue eating, there's no bracha. Now, we did say once you leave your place and you're there, you don't have to come back. You can eat there and bench there. Yes, you could eat there and bench there, but if you're not planning to eat there and bench there, there's the way you are right now, the bench we ate, you must come back. You can't bench there, you bench here. Oh, you want to eat there and bench, fine, but until you do that, in other words, the way you're now, you must come back and bench the place you ate. So you connect it to your place. That's why wherever you go, come back, as there's no new bracha. Again, we did discuss, are you allowed to leave your place? It's another thing, you're not allowed to leave. Right. Yeah, was actually waiting. No? You done? Clear? Okay.
You always mention the place of the eat the food and not ready to say the bracha.
You have to split, not when you said the
Oh,
bracha,
right.
not when you said a mitzi.
Right, like I say, like you say, like you're hungry, and like you wash your hand, and your pizza is like in the kitchen, so you like think about it and say, I'm gonna say, then you like take your pizza and sit down at the table. You'll bench where you ate, right? Or,
Correct. But to answer this question properly, you can tell me exactly in the kitchen. When you're saying a mitzi in the kitchen, you could see the dining room.
yeah, I mean,
So it's one, if you could see the place, it's one place.
but if you can,
let's say you can't. Let's say you can't see the. So you make a mighty here, then going there. Now, you could do that because you have intention that you're going to leave here and continue there, and then you're eating there. You ate a kazayas there. You don't have to bench in every place you ate. Wherever you ate the last, you have to bench there. So there is no issue there. You get it?
Yeah, I was just thinking if it's where you said the bracha where you ate, but it's like.
No, it's where you ate. It's you ate. I mean, even when you go to another place, we say you can eat there and bench there. You didn't say a bracha there. If the bench the place where you ate, what do you do with where you said the bracha? Get it? Understood? Yeah? Okay. So I have another review sheet. Give it out. One of them I did not discuss. I guess when we get to the question, we'll talk about it. Level 2. Apparently years ago I was teaching this over here, then it switched somehow to, I think, Shabbos most of the time. It says halacha level 2. Okay, here's some time to do it and then review it.
There's one fully answered,
Yes,
because I wasn't here yesterday, so.
I don't know if it's gonna be clear. You want to take, see how clear it's going to be. William Das. Are you going to, okay, just make sure to return it to me. Okay, William Das. You know anyone's William Das? I can understand this. Did you read it?
Yeah.
What does it say then? Cain means yes. Im das, if there was intention.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's do the sheet together. The first one we did not discuss, I'm realizing now. Actually, we didn't, did we discuss any of these? Okay, question 3 is divided into 3 parts. So don't start answering the question after you read question 3. First go to A. So the question completes itself with 3A.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, whenever you're ready, we can do it together. One more time. You wanna? Okay, yeah.
We could discuss it.
I don't know if you wanna-
Right, yeah.
So,
fine.
If everyone else is ready, we'll start. Unless you ready? Yeah. Okay, so we'll start. This I'm reading. If one says a bracha on food, that's going to be brought to him immediately after the bracha. You get it? He says a bracha, and as soon as the bracha, someone's going to come running into the room and give him the food, but it's not in front of him. Is he exempt?
No.
No. The food is not in front of you. You know you had it in mind, but it's not in front of you, but it's brought to you after the bracha. You're not exempt.
You're not exempt from single right?
Right, okay, so you're supposed to, it's two separate things. Yes, you're supposed to hold the food in your right hand when you say bracha. You're not supposed to be food is in front of you, the piece of cake, saying a bracha, and then you pick it up. You're supposed to hold it in, you're supposed to hold it in the end. That's true. But what's crucial is it should be in front of you. If it's in front of you, even if you don't hold it, you're yaitzer. But if it's not in front of you, saying a bracha and it's somewhere inside inside the closet, and then after you say the bracha, you open the door and you pull it out, you're not yaitz because it wasn't in front of you, it has to be in front of you. Right? But yes, you're supposed to hold it in your right hand, and you're not supposed to speak until you swallow. You know that? It's not enough just to chew. If you put it into your mouth and start talking right away. You have to chew and swallow. And what happens if you start talking right away? Anyone knows what the halach is? Huh? You put it into your mouth and you're ready to start talking. You say a bracha. Anyone knows this? You say a bracha and then you put it into your mouth and you start talking. You're supposed to swallow first. I mean, it's good to chew, but something needs to be chewed also. But the main, what we care about is swallowing. Yeah. So, do you say a bracha if you put it in your mouth and you start speaking right away? No, if you say a bracha, you put it into your mouth, and then you start talking. Do you say a bracha? No,
Yeah.
but you're supposed to swallow it. What? You should what? You shouldn't speak until you swallow. Now I'm asking, what if you didn't? What if you didn't? You start speaking right away. Should you say a new bracha? I'm asking questions. You don't say a new bracha. Why? Because you already put it into your mouth.
Yeah.
So this, I'll tell you what it depends on. Depends on if you chewed it already. If you already started to chew it, then you don't say no bracha. B'di'evet means after the fact. You already, you're supposed to swallow it. But if you already started to chew it and then you spoke, b'di'evet, you will not say no bracha. You will just continue without a bracha. Now, whenever, as a general rule, whenever you have a doubt on a bracha, and we say, oh, you don't say the bracha, it's always a good thing, if possible, to hear a bracha from someone else. Sure? You hear from someone else, at least you're not sure, in general, you had other situations over here, all those situations where it's a doubt, you don't say the bracha. If there's someone else sitting there's about to eat a piece of cake or drink a coffee, ask her, could you please have me in mind? I do it many times and show it, I'm drinking water and I'm not sure about the bracha because I stepped out of the other room, I'm not sure if I had intention or if I'm thirsty, I'm not thirsty. So, right? Do you see? Let me just finish one point. You say a bracha on water. A bracha, we say shakla on water, right?
Yeah.
You always say shakla on water, or sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
Yes, no, it could. You're not wrong, but it's not a straight answer. You don't. Forget. Let's talk about a regular case. I happen to drink a lot of water, so I want to drink water now. Yeah. But every time I drink water, I say a bracha.
I think it depends. I mean, whether you're.
What does it depend on?
No, I think if like you're in a room like with this and then 5 minutes ago, say bracha, you're not gonna say that.
You're not done drinking, right? So if you said a bracha and you're still drinking, so it's this continuation. Let's say I want to drink water right now.
It depends.
I decide I go downstairs, I take a cup, I want to drink water.
But you went there.
So the question is, I just say a bracha, like every time I want to drink water, I say a bracha, or it depends on something else, depends. Exactly.
Yeah.
If I'm not thirsty and I'm just drinking water because, they say that it's good to drink 64 ounces of water a day. I'm sure you heard that, right? Yeah, you hear it from a lot of people. No, it has to be, I'm just saying what people say, so you drink water because you're not thirsty, but it's good to drink water. There's no bracha.
So
Now,
if you're drinking water just to drink water, you're not thirsty, then you don't say bracha.
correct.
Oh.
Now, right, if you're not thirsty, you can't say, you can't say a bracha if you're not thirsty.
I'm never thirsty.
Why did you drink the water? No, I'm asking, not asking why, I'm asking like, what's the reason why you drank it? Because it's good to drink water, but you're not thirsty, so you don't say a bracha.
Right, yeah.
You don't know that?
No.
You don't, right, you know it.
What?
You know it now.
But I feel like that's what do flies. I know. You need to get on my hat. Right.
Yeah, that's why I'm learning it, yeah?
Wow.
Yeah. Now, can there be situations where, not sure, am I really thirsty? It can be questionable, right?
Yeah.
So what do you do then? You're not
don't-
sure.
You
So if you do,
so
so if the someone, that's what I'm saying, if someone else about to drink, take a drink and they're thirsty, or they're drinking a coffee or a soda, then they have asked them, please have me in mind. And you hear the bracha and and you drink.
Thirsty means like you want water.
Thirsty means that you're going to enjoy the water. Good question. What is thirsty? What's if you're not thirsty, but you're going to enjoy it? Yeah, if you're going to thirsty, or it's refreshing. You're gonna get, it's gonna refresh. You're gonna feel, I mean, again, there are plenty of, borderline situations where it's like really thirsty, not thirsty. I'm like, no, saying it's not, you're right. There's going to be situations where you're not going to be sure. Am I really enjoying it? Because even if you're not thirsty, if you're enjoying the water, then you're enjoying it. So if you're enjoying the water itself, it's cold and it's refreshing. Right? So you're enjoying it, and sure enough, but you're just drinking plain water, there's no enjoyment. Other than it's good to drink water. You want to ask me, right?
Yeah. What about if you say the bracha but you say that then it doesn't count?
If you say a bracha in vain,
Yeah, not even saying we were talking about to say brachas and what about if you or someone speak before
someone speak before.
even putting the food in the mouth. And
Right.
you say that maybe compare.
Okay, one second. One second. Someone says a bracha and they start speaking before they put it into their mouth.
Yeah.
Right. So the question is the bracha in vain? Because they spoke. That's the first question. Is it in vain? But what did they speak about? If they spoke about something relevant, if they spoke about something nothing connected to the drink. In other words, let's say someone says a bracha, and he says the bracha, he says, well, I think it's too hot. It's going to be too hot for me. Like you say something about the drink, then it becomes questionable if you have to say, you're not supposed to speak, but it's questionable if you have to say in the bracha because you spoke about something that's connected to the drink. Don't have the end. But if you speak about something, no connection, you just say something random, nothing to do with the drink, then you have to say in the bracha. Then it's a bracha in vain. And then you will say, Baruch Shem. You said the whole bracha you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Not Baruch Atah Hashem. Then it's not on Daniel Chuketcha. Whenever you say a bracha in vain, you say the words Baruch Shem Kaveh.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Right. You just say Baruch Atah Hashem, then you say Lamdina Pekech. Let's say you start saying a bracha, Baruch Atah Hashem, and you realize, it's like, why am I saying this bracha now? I have to say bracha now, Baruch Atah Hashem. So you say Lamdina Pekech. So now instead of saying a bracha thing, you said a complete verse in Tehillim. Yeah? That understood? Okay, yeah. Yeah, you following it? You getting this?
I was just saying, is it like,
No, it's not Chabad, it's halacha. It's universal. It's not. It's same halacha for everyone. Yeah, Chabad, non-Chabad. It's a straightforward halacha that you only say a bracha when you're thirsty, meaning you're getting, because water doesn't give any sustenance. Even though it's healthy for the body, yes, there's a lot of good things about it, but it doesn't give sustenance. So therefore, if you're not,
There's nothing out of that. We don't say as much as what yeah, I guess another.
could it be something else after?
I mean, I can't.
That's pretty much for
Yeah.
water. Now I want to bring another point. Now, what you could do is, what I do sometimes is, I want to drink water. Let's say shop. I'm not sure. First, not thirsty. So there's wine, grape juice around. So I take a little bit of grape juice or wine and say hagafen. Now we learned, right? We spoke about this. That it includes all beverages, right? We mentioned that in the laws of Kiddush. When you say hagafen, it includes all beverages. Or you say shahakal on a piece of chocolate. You take something that's shahakal and take a chocolate chip.
Yeah.
You say shahakal. Yeah.
Wait, but so the one way you have to swallow it. If you
Right. So when you every saying a bracha, you're not supposed to speak until you swallow some of it.
So that before, I think you don't even chew it.
If you say a bracha and you put it to your mouth, and you haven't even begun to chew it, and you started to say, "Oh, who just came?"
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, who's this?" Like, let's go. You're saying your bracha.
You say.
Yes. And like we mentioned before, you say, it's a bracha vein. Say Baruch Sheikh Listen, it's a piece of bracha vein. Yeah.
I guess the answer is yes, but I still want to ask. If when you're drinking a drink for fun and it's alcohol, like I see and you're like not thirsty, you say that.
Yes, because you're enjoying it. Right. You're discussing anything you're enjoying, you're saying bracha. We're talking about water that there's no real enjoyment.
Even if you like water.
I think it gets tricky. I'm saying it's hard. It's you have to be. If you give me a specific scenario, I could try to figure out. But to generalize, there's multiple situations with water. Now the question that comes to mind is, what if someone is not thirsty, but you're drinking cold water and it's refreshing? He's enjoying the water. I assume there should be a bracha. I mean, why would he be drinking it if he's not thirsty? Because it's cold, refreshing. I assume that if he's enjoying the drink itself, because it's cold and he likes, usually you drink cold water because you're thirsty, right? So you drink a cold drink. Why do you drink a cold drink? Because you're thirsty. So, but if you're enjoying the drink, it should be a bracha because you're enjoying it. There's an enjoyment of it.
You're drinking coffee, you say bracha. It doesn't cover for the water, for the water right afterwards, does it?
It doesn't cover for the water afterwards? Why not? You said it doesn't cover for the water afterwards?
Does it?
So why should it not? Why?
Because
Trying to understand, way to understand Allah, not just know it, because you understand, you're able to remember it. So why are you saying that? What would be the reason why you say a bracha on coffee, then you don't, you're saying you still say bracha on the water? Why?
it's a different thing.
You didn't have it in mind?
Yeah.
So that's a different discussion. If it wasn't in front of you, didn't have it in mind, then you decided later to have water. That's a different thing. That's a different conversation. But that could apply to all foods. We mentioned it once in class, so maybe we'll go through it. Say a bracha on one food, they want another food. That's by all foods, but other than that, You said shahakman coffee, it includes all beverages. Okay, so maybe I'll answer you more specifically, because if, let's say, there was no water in front of you, okay? I don't know if that's what you're referring to. You said a bracha of coffee, and there was no water in front of you. There's no water. You didn't have a mind to drink water. And then, while you're drinking the coffee, you decide you won't have water. You didn't have it in mind. It was not in front of you. So now it's going to be questionable. It's going to be questionable if you have to say no bracha.
If you're thirsty,
Hmm?
then you would say, okay? For water, you're thirsty for water, you would say.
If you're thirsty for water, so I'm talking about in general. Right? No. See, that's the thing. We mix two things together. We should discuss this in other words, there's a separate discussion that you're bringing up, which has nothing to do with being thirsty or not. That's the same question would be coffee and then soda. I'm drinking coffee now, I want soda. Am I saying the bracha on the soda? So that's we have this to discuss it on its own, because water is just one example. Water, if you're not thirsty, there's no bracha. So it's really, you know what I'm saying? We're mixing two things together. There's nothing to do. I'm trying to understand what's happening over here. You're saying you're drinking coffee, now you want water. But then nothing to do being thirsty. No, that's even you drink coffee, then you want soda. You're saying the bracha. So you have to discuss it. Water, well, if you're not thirsty, there's no bracha anyways. And if you are thirsty, then it's the same like soda. So if I'm drinking coffee, now I want soda, so I say the bracha. So the general halacha is that if it's and more details will go to another time. General halacha is if it's in front of you or you had it in mind, it's included. So if the soda, you made a bracha on coffee, then you want soda. When you said the bracha on the coffee, was the soda in front of you? The answer is yes, no bracha. If you had it in mind, when you said the bracha on the coffee, it's also no bracha, it's included. But if it's not in front of you and you didn't have it in mind, then that's a discussion. That maybe we'll do next time. It depends on what it is, you know. Okay, we're clear? Okay, so I believe our next and last class is Monday. So we could discuss that in the next class. And we'll cover other things this time. Okay? All right, and we'll try to finish the sheet also. Yeah. Okay, so hold on to the time. Okay. Good day, everyone.